Today I read a haiku, and there's something I didn't understand, so I thought of making this video to ask whomever might be watching for an interpretation. The haiku goes: how many gallons of Edo's rain did you drink? Cuckoo. The part I didn't understand is the last word, cuckoo. So if you have any idea of what that means or refers to, just give me a call.
Hey Diego, I just watched your video about the haiku, and I think I've got an idea about the meaning, so I just thought I'd make you a video reply. I think maybe you're confusing cuckoo for cuckoo, because a cuckoo is it's a measurement, like an amount of a substance, like a gallon. And but you said you read it, so I'm assuming you read cuckoo. And I was thinking maybe what might have happened is that when the haiku was originally translated, maybe the person that translated it didn't realize the meaning, and thought they were translating the language of the Japanese bird into the language of the English bird. And I thought maybe that could have been where the confusion arose from. But actually someone else told me a haiku the other day that I didn't understand completely. So I thought I would ask you and see if you had any ideas. Went like this: why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? And the bit that I wasn't completely clear on was the bit that goes, why did the chicken cross the road? So if you have any ideas, just let me know.
Hi Siân, thank you for your response. I think yeah, about the confusion between cuckoo and cuckoo, I think that might be accurate. I know you probably found that out online, which I didn't want to do myself, and that's why I did the video, but okay, you just did it and you're probably right, so I don't have much to say about it. More than thank you for looking it up for me. And then oh, the other haiku you mentioned, with like, it's not really haiku, it's a joke, as you know, and I know why you need to make a joke out of everything, you know. I don't know why, if I'm asking a sincere question about the haiku, I don't understand why you have to, why you need to use this opportunity just to make a joke or just to make something funny, you know. And I guess that's a bit upsetting or a bit disrespectful or something, I don't know, but I know it's just knowing that if I'm asking something just like this sincerely, and there's no, you know, a second meaning or any other thing, you have to come up with something funny necessarily, you know, to make it interesting, or I don't know what, you know. You can't, why can't you just, you know, give your answer and then that's it, or give your answer, maybe if you look it up on the internet, okay, it doesn't matter, but then why do you need to add this joke? You have to add a joke everywhere or something. I just don't get it.
I'm sorry if you felt that I was blocking your original attempt to generate some thoughts or interesting ideas around the original haiku, the cuckoo, Idos Rain cuckoo haiku. You're right, I did look it up online. But before I looked it up online, I did try and think of an interpretation for myself, but I found it really difficult. And I also felt quite frustrated by what I perceived as the complete nonsense of the haiku. And I often feel that kind of frustration with nonsense that I see as a kind of block, or that when there's this complete rupture in sense, then I can't go anywhere with it. Or maybe it's just that the possibilities just seem too many and none seem particularly convincing or something. But I also think that, you know, by my telling this joke as a haiku, I wasn't trying to make a joke out of it. If anything, I think that the why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side doesn't really function as a joke anymore. So if anything, I think what I was trying to do is bring it alive again by calling it a haiku, to see if there was anything left in it, if it's thought about as a different form.
Shan, you don't have to apologize. I have to apologize because I was not communicating properly in my last video. So I'm sorry. I guess I'm in a bad mood. I'm in Argentina right now, visiting my family. They drive me crazy. This country drives me crazy. I can't keep balance. And I do stupid stuff. So I'm sorry. Shani's quick question. Do you think we should remove this conversation from Facebook? Because it's getting a bit personal, and anyway, you're the only one who replied, and people are writing silly comments. What do you say?
Hey Diego, sorry I haven't replied sooner. I've been in bed, I haven't been very well, but I'm feeling much better now. And I just watched your video, and I hadn't realised that other people had been commenting on the original haiku video that you posted with their interpretations. So I've just been reading through them on my computer, and I thought I could just maybe reply to people's comments, because I haven't, because I've been ignoring them in my videos till now. So, hi everyone. Orion, you were the first person to post a comment. Yeah, I like the interpretation, but I don't think it's very convincing, because as far as I know, cuckoos don't eat bananas, so it doesn't really make sense. Esther, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not a German joke. I know that the German humour is slightly different, but I think Diego's right in saying that the original haiku it's a Japanese haiku. Anita, yeah, for me, your interpretation is just a bit too orthodoxly psychoanalytical. I just think the jump from cuckoo to cock is just too big a leap, especially if you consider that the original haiku would have been in Japanese. Yeah, maybe you've been reading too much Freud. Ariel, I really liked your idea about how cuckoos are birds that lay their eggs in other species of birds' nests, and that the word cuckoo as an answer to the question in the original haiku is a kind of infiltration, in the way that cuckoos do infiltrate nests. I thought that was a really nice idea. Mike, yeah, I think you must have, I'm guessing you made up that story about haikus being used to persuade children to do things. So you were saying that the haiku was used as a way to persuade Japanese children to drink more water, and no, I think it would just be too confusing to be used as a kind of persuasion strategy. I think if I was a kid and I was told that haiku, I'd just be so confused. I'd just cry. And Johnny, yeah, nice joke. It's a classic. So that was all the comments, and yeah, no, I think there were some nice ideas. Good group thinking. And Diego, of course, we can stop posting these on Facebook. Is everything okay with your family? Is it something with your parents? Let me know how it's going.
Hi Siân, I'm back in Berlin. Things with my family are okay. It's just that they do things in a way that is very different from the way I do things, and that gets on my nerves sometimes. Yeah, for example, one of the things that happened, well, not this time but always, or the last at least 2 or 3 times that I visited them, is that they swap mobile phones for some reason that is beyond my understanding. Like they wake up and instead of each of them taking their own mobile, they just take each other's mobile. And then every time you want to call one of them, then you reach the other one, and then you don't understand what's going on, then you have to call again to the other phone and so on. And then they work a lot with their phones, like they get lots of calls every day, and so it's kind of everyone is annoying for everyone, that you want to reach one and then you reach the other one, but then some of these people don't even know who's the other one because they're like work calls, and so it's kind of it's just annoying. But this is like a little example. These kind of things, like imagine that craziness of swapping mobile phones extended to anything else they do, and that's how life is for them, and that's how I feel with every little thing they do, because that's how they do everything. For example, another thing with the phones is that my father got my mother a smartphone, although my mother didn't want one and didn't need one. And then my mother has this very expensive smartphone, and you see her using it, and if she wants to call someone, she basically goes to the dial pad, and then she like she typed the telephone number of the person who wants to call and makes the call. She doesn't even know how to use the phone book, which is the most basic. You don't even need a smartphone for that. Like, it's just her regular phone also had that. It's just a list of names with telephones, and she didn't even use it back then. So now she has this 500 euros smartphone, and she keeps dialing the numbers. So it's kind of, you see this, and I know this is just a sign of the way they live. And I spent 3 weeks with them, and I know this time it was, I guess, too much for me.
Hey Diego, what about speaking to your parents about the way you feel?
Hi Siân. Yeah, I could talk to my parents, but that's not so easy because they have this hectic way of living, and I went to Argentina just to see them and to spend time with them, and then I had to run after them if I wanted to spend any time with them, because they wouldn't stop working all day, taking care of my nephews, talking with other family members or whatever they do. But it's kind of, they don't stop all day, and I don't think it's possible, or it's not so easy to just sit down and have a proper conversation with them. It doesn't happen. I tried and I failed, basically, this time at least. And I think my parents, they want to connect with me, they beg me, you know, to come visit them, but then in the end they don't know how to do it, or then they don't make any effort, I think, or I don't know. I think the closest thing was my father asking me help for like installing a TV for the new flat, and I got to feel that he just wanted to spend time with me. But then we could have gone for a walk or something more relaxed, but in the end we were trying to fix this TV, and after 5 minutes we were both frustrating, we were not talking to each other anymore, and we were trying to solve these technical problems, and then it was no fun, you know? So that's how it is with them, I guess.
Hey, you know what? I'd be really interested to know what your parents think about these things. I was wondering if they speak English and if they would understand the videos that you made if I sent them to them.
Yeah, but I rather don't show them the videos.
But maybe it would help your relationship.
I don't think so. I think they will probably feel offended, and then I will have to apologize.
Really? I think they might appreciate your honesty.
I don't think things work like that in Argentina.
What do you mean?
I know people hardly speak about how they feel, or at least my family never did that. I think problems are either avoided or we make jokes about them, basically. And if you speak more directly, it might be perceived as something aggressive.
I see, but it sounds like you're frustrated, so maybe it's time to try a different approach.
Probably, but I don't think showing them this video will be the best idea.
But Diego, maybe you don't know what's best for you. I'm gonna send it to them.
Don't do it, Chan.
Diego, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send it to them. And afterwards you're gonna thank me. You're gonna say, thank you, Siân. You've changed our family for the better. Everything's better now.
How did we get to this point?
You started it.
Just don't send the video to my parents, okay?
Bueno, esto es una grabación que nosotros queremos responderle a un video que vimos con respecto a un diálogo que tuvo Diego, nuestro hijo. La verdad, un poco dolidos, porque nosotros pensamos que cuando él estuvo acá la pasó bien, pero evidentemente no fue así. Yo estoy un poco enfermo, me van a perdonar, pero bueno, a ver si por ahí Teresa quiere decir algo.
Bueno, la verdad que entiendo que Diego la pasó mal acá. Yo sé de eso, entendí lo que a él le pasa, pero igual me siento muy triste. Hubiese querido que la pase muy bien. Nosotros teníamos muchos deseos de verlo, y quizás, como nosotros somos los papás, solamente verle la cara a Diego, tocarle sus manos y ver que está bien de semblante, para nosotros es muchísimo, muchísimo. No necesitamos más que eso. nosotros tenemos a Diego incorporado en nuestro, o por lo menos en mi propio cuerpo. Yo necesito solamente verlo y para mí está bien. Quizás él necesite más de nosotros. Y puede ser cierto. Quizás acordar vernos en otro lugar que no sea nuestra casa, en otro lugar que sea en un lugar donde nosotros no tengamos que ir a trabajar. Quizás eso puede ser que para todos sea un poco mejor.
Sí, aparte el diálogo o no diálogo con Diego es una cosa que no tiene que ser obligada. Es decir, Bueno, continuando un poco con lo que queríamos exponer, yo quería decir que la pasé muy bien con Diego. El tema es que a mí no me hace falta estar bien con él, que me estoy obligado para hablar. Yo estando con él, viéndolo, para mí es suficiente. Lo que pasa es que cada uno siente las cosas de una forma distinta. Y sí, ¿querés decir algo?
Sí, yo pienso que también, ¿cómo decirlo? Nosotros un poco nos sentimos observados por Diego. Pero nosotros a él no lo juzgamos ni lo observamos. Nosotros lo miramos y sentimos. A nosotros no nos hace falta más que mirar que él esté bien, verle la cara, la sonrisa, las manos, pensando que él está mirándonos como bichos raros, como cuando nos cambiamos los teléfonos y nos damos cuenta de que sí, que somos un poco así raros en ese sentido, pero bueno, nos cambiamos el teléfono, ¿no? A la mañana nos levantamos, cada uno se lleva un teléfono y ni nos fijamos qué teléfono nos llevamos, pero tampoco lo vemos como algo demasiado grave. Acá en la Argentina hay cosas que pasan tan difíciles que eso no nos parece raro, nos parece como normal, o quizás nosotros, qué sé yo, funcionamos así. También otra de las cosas que nos pasan todo el tiempo y que nuestros amigos se matan de risa es que nunca sabemos dónde tenemos las llaves. Es una complicación con las llaves, ¿no? Tocan el timbre en casa y estamos media hora buscando la llave porque nadie encuentra la llave. Es terrible.
Porque por ahí Diego no se da cuenta que ya nosotros tenemos más de 60 años y él tal vez no se da cuenta de eso. Él cree que por ahí tenemos que funcionar igual que cuando teníamos 40. Y el tiempo pasa y uno hace cosas que antes no hacía. Tal vez eso le choca a Diego.
Nosotros estamos muy contentos de haberlo visto. Pienso que nuestra familia, como él me dijo la otra vez que estuvo, que no charlábamos demasiado, y por ahí es cierto que no charlamos demasiado. quizás lo más importante para nosotros es mirarnos, es sentirnos. Quizá con eso es más que suficiente. Compartir una rica comida, Diego me ayudó mucho a mí, ahora que estuvo, en sacar mi biblioteca. Yo pienso que a la única persona que le confié esa parte, que a mí me costó muchísimo resolver, es a Diego. Sabía que solamente Diego podía meterse con mis libros que hace 30 años no habría, que fueron una parte muy importante de mi vida, y solo se las confié a él. Creo que su papá hizo lo mismo con las fotos, que era lo que más importante era para su padre, y también creo que su papá le confió sus fotos de toda la vida, para que él tome la decisión y la resolución de hacer lo que él quiera. No me parece poca cosa, quizás no lo podemos explicar con palabras, pero no nos parece poca cosa. Pusimos gran parte de nuestra vida, de nuestros sentimientos, de nuestros pensamientos, para que Diego decida qué hacer con todo eso.
Sí, no, aparte, Diego viene de un mundo totalmente distinto al que nosotros tenemos cotidianamente. Él viene de un mundo donde está rodeado de gente que solamente piensa tal vez en el arte, en la filosofía, y acá es distinto. Acá
nosotros.
Claro, nosotros vivimos una forma muy distinta a la que vive él. Es decir, nosotros vivimos el día a día, a lucharla, a pelearla, y muchas cosas que uno hace en este tipo de vida. A mí me encanta la vida que hace Diego, pero Diego hace lo que hace por todo lo que nosotros hicimos en nuestra vida, para que tanto él como su hermana hagan realmente lo que quieren.
Yo no lo veo tan así. No, yo veo que él hace su vida, que es lo que le gusta hacer, él es fiel a sus pensamientos, o trata de serlo. Nosotros no fuimos fieles a nuestros pensamientos que tuvimos en la juventud. No fuimos fieles a nuestros pensamientos.
Lo que pasa es que la vida pasa muy rápido.
Y bueno.
Cuando te das cuenta, ya pasó.
Sí.
Yo envidio a Diego que hace lo que le gusta y es fiel a sus ideas.
Sí, a veces demasiado fiel a sus ideas, a mi gusto. Me gustaría que no sea tan rígido, que se mueva un poco más en el pensamiento. Y bueno, eso. soy la mamá, lo único que quiero es quererlo, nada más.
Bueno, espero que esto...
Que por ahí la próxima vez que nos veamos, Diego, quizás cambiemos un poco, no creas que demasiado, porque es muy difícil también para nosotros cambiar. Quizás estemos un poco más relajados con el trabajo y nos podamos, bueno, charlar un poco más. Nada más.
Bueno, es todo. Espero que al que le llegue esto entienda lo que nosotros sentimos. Chao.
Chao.